Welcome back to College Football 26. This is Road to Glory on Heisman difficulty, the hardest in the game. I'm your host, Action Jackson Wilson, and ladies and gentlemen, I have got some news. Well, first of all, for those of you that may be new, I'm now a sophomore, a redshirt at San Jose State. I'm a running back, and as you can see in the top right corner, I've got HB1 next to my name. This means, for the first time in my career, I'm in the starting lineup. My freshman season, I was coming off the bench as a second-string running back, but I wasn't even putting many running plays. I actually was a wide receiver. And remarkably, like I said, we play on Heisman difficulty. Despite me taking on that role with limited touches, I had over 100 catches as a freshman. As a matter of fact, that's a school record for San Jose State. I also had a total of 880 yards. There it is, 123 catches in 13 games, averaging 7 yards per catch. And, you know, I probably would have had 1,000 yards had my coach have not been an idiot the last 2 games. He barely even played me. And that was the final week of the regular season against Hawaii. I only had 1 snap in that game. And then in the Hawaii Bowl against Florida Atlantic, I come out of the gates firing. He benches me for the whole second half, and we blow a 22-3 lead and lose that game. And all I'm doing is sitting on the bench watching. That's not cool. But that's in the past. And the Florida Bowl's nothing in terms of like a championship or anything, but still, it would have been nice to win that game because that would have given us a winning season. But that's all in the past. We're looking to the future. Bigger and brighter things ahead. Welcome to the show, Getav. One of my favorite subscribers and one of my more loyal ones as well. He says tomorrow might be a lucky day for me to stream. Why is that? Feel free to post that in the comments. All right, back to the task at hand. During the offseason, you guys have probably been wondering how I got the starter's role. I did it during the offseason. I think we have a new coach here at San Jose State, which would make sense because I would fire the coach after what he did in the last 2 weeks of the season. But this new coach that we have, or so I'm told, he invited me to a tryout at our first practice of the season. He gave me another opportunity to win the starting spot, and I did just that. Off camera, wasn't live, but we're back now. This is College Football 26. This is Action Jackson Wilson. For those of you that are just tuning in, let's get this season started. Now that I'm in the starting lineup, I think I'm going to start doing these games separately instead of doing multiple ones in one batch. But we'll see how long this takes. This should definitely be a winnable game for us against all FCS foes. But we can't take it for granted. We may be on our home field, but we play the game for a reason. But you know yours truly is coming out hungry, looking to make an impression. Let's get started. New season. Let 2028 begin here on College Football 26 as our road to glory continues. Jackson Wilson earned a scholarship from North Carolina, had a great academic year, and then transferred to San Jose State as a redshirt freshman. He showed out. Now he's looking to do even more damage as a sophomore starter. You know, I'm rocking the number 1 on my jersey to represent my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because in the midst of all circumstances, he is number 1. He's overcome the world. He died on the cross for the forgiveness of my sins so I could be saved and live eternally in heaven with him. And guess what? He did the same for you. So turn to him if you don't have a relationship with him yet. Make him your Lord and Savior. It will be the best decision you'll make in your life and for all eternity. So, with that being said, let's get started. FCS scores a touchdown on the game's opening drive. And now for the first time, Jackson Wilson's going to take the field as a starter for San Jose State. We got an advanced playbook ready to go. Chambers under center. He's back for his sophomore year. Takes the snap. First handoff goes to Wilson. He's going to try to go up the middle, but he goes nowhere. Great defense by the FCS East front to deny Wilson gained yardage right there. And now let's go to the HB angle. Mix up the rushing with the passing. Snap to Chambers. Chambers looking over the middle. It's caught by Wilson. So Wilson, who's very familiar with that role, made 123 catches last season for the school record. And now he's looking to get a first down right here. Opening day, FCS East, San Jose State. East scores on their first drive of the game. And now here is Jackson Wilson trying to get a first down for the Spartans. Handoff. Wilson trying to go outside. He's got the first down and more. Big run there for Wilson. He didn't get much on his first carry, but on number 2, it was a different story. Great blocking on the outside. And now let's go back to the run again. This time on an HB power. You know what? Let's buy some time here. Snap to Chambers. Wilson looking for an opening. He gets about 1 yard there. With a positive gain to make it second down and 9. Wilson so far with 3 carries in this game for 9 yards. He's also caught a 6-yard pass. Chambers puts the receivers in motion. He takes the snap. He's got Wilson, or rather, his tight end. The tight end is the one who comes up with it. It's going to bring up third down and inches. All right, on this play, we're going to go run. A split zone. Wilson trying to come through again for his team on a third down conversion. Snap to Chambers. Wilson has got it. First down. Wilson keeps the chains moving. It's up to 10 yards on 4 carries. FCS knew the rush was coming, but the Spartans were able to get just enough for the first. Now, if this play works out, I should be open on the outside. Snap to Chambers. Wilson is wide open, but instead he goes over the middle. We'll take that. That's a positive gain of 8 yards. Now to the PA wheel. The pass has been working, so let's see what we do here. Wilson in motion. The snap. Wilson open, and it's out of his reach. Incomplete. Third down and 2. Wilson, the intended receiver. Now another big third down play coming up for the Spartans. Again, this is going to be a handoff to Wilson. Wilson's been clutch on this drive so far. Can it continue? The answer is no. FCS able to make that tackle, and the Spartans are going to have to punt it away. So the Spartans defense gets its first stop of the year. Now we go back to the well. Wilson lines up with Chambers under center. Snap to Chambers. Here comes Wilson. Wilson can't quite get through there. It's about 1 yard there. And now on third down and 9. Wilson's going to go in motion. Run a little out route. Quarterback looking to throw it. And it is into double coverage. And it's incomplete. I don't know what Chambers was thinking there. But we got the ball back. All right, PA wheel. Snap. Wilson, open near the sideline. It's caught. For a gain of about 4 as Wilson got out of bounds. 7-0 FCS East. We're late in the first quarter. Spartans looking for a score. Here's a handoff to Wilson, but there's nowhere to go. Again, poor blocking by the Spartans. The rush was on. Now we'll see if the Spartans can deliver on an HB angle. Wilson again in motion. Takes the snap. Chambers looking to throw. He's got Wilson, but he throws it too high. It's incomplete. The Spartans again will have to punt this away. They get a field goal on their next drive. And now with the score 7-3. Here is Chambers. Pitching it to Wilson. Wilson on the outside. Nobody's in sight. Wilson is going to go all the way for 6. Touchdown, San Jose State. Jackson Wilson's first touchdown as a running back. San Jose State has the lead in the second quarter. Charcoal in the comments section. Here we go. Wilson was looking for his breakout run, and there it is. The HB toss worked to perfection. Great blocking by the lineman, and this place erupts for the scrappy sophomore. Defense gets another stop. Now we're going to go with an HB slip screen. Wilson, just like that, up to 69 rushing yards. Now they put him in motion. Here's the snap. Wilson, open. It's caught. Hard cut. Positive gain of 4 on that reception. Second down and 6. And try to go to the outside again. Here is Wilson. Buying time up the middle. Gain of about 1. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Let's see. We still have a limited playbook, but they definitely have a lot more plays for me than they did last year. On 3rd and 5, Chambers, handoff to Wilson. Wilson, first down and more for the Spartans. Wilson nearing 100 rushing yards just like that. And we're not even at halftime. Now, granted, there's going to be a lot more tougher teams than we play than FCS East, but you got to show out every single week. And Jackson Wilson definitely did that, especially on the previous play, which he scored a touchdown on a 50-yard venture to the house. In motion, Wilson. The snap. Wilson, open, caught. Gain of 9. Wilson doing a little of everything now, catching and running. Now let's go with a mesh spot. Stick with the pass. This is going to be open on the outside once again. Chambers putting Wilson in motion. Takes the snap. Wilson, there it is. But Wilson falls down. I like that play, though. I like that play. You just got to stay upright on the next one. The throw is a little bit off from Chambers, but we can get the first down right here. Great blocking. Wilson has got it. First down for Wilson. He's got 85 yards on 11 rushes. Keeps the offense on the field as the Spartans look to build on a 10-7 lead. Snap to Chambers. Wilson again wide open. He makes the catch. Makes one man miss. Oh my goodness! Wilson making something out of nothing there. Showing off his stiff arm strength that he's been building in the offseason. Looked like they had him at the line of scrimmage, but Wilson refusing to go down. Now Chambers. Chambers with the handoff to Wilson. No blocking in sight. Wilson tried to go to the outside. It didn't work. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Feed the hot hand. Wilson open, but a throw that's way too high from Chambers. Incomplete. Spartans have to punt it away. Defense continues to do an outstanding job. Now to the HB slip screen. First down and 10. Wilson hanging out. It's going to be him right here. Good blocking. Wilson with the first down. They had 3 wide receivers on the right side, but they forgot about Wilson, and Wilson's got a first down for the Spartans. Very balanced attack for Wilson. 43 receiving yards and 83 rushing yards. This time Wilson's going to act as a blocker, giving his quarterback time, and he completes a pass for a gain of 1. Going to go with the HB angle. We're going to cut across the middle. There's Wilson, wide open, caught, first down. 8 catches for Wilson, 55 yards. Spartans continuing to move that football. Now to the PA wheel. Again, Wilson, wide open. Another positive gain. This one goes for 4 yards. All right, I'm going to take a few plays off here unless they need me. On 2nd and 6. Oh my gosh, they actually threw me the ball there. But nothing was there. 3rd down and 12 for San Jose State. Need a big play right here. Snap to Chambers. The throw. Wide open is the tight end. And we get the job done. Uh-oh. Check this out. We may be able to do a screenplay. Here it goes. Wilson trying to get to the outside, but it's not there. Couldn't outrun the lineman. And it brings up 2nd down and 15. 10-7, San Jose State. We're in quarter number 2. Snap to Chambers. Wilson with a good block. And a completion for Chambers as they get about 9 there. That brings up a 3rd down and 6. Spartans are in field goal range, but they're looking to get closer. The snap goes to Chambers. He's got Wilson, but he overthrew him again. Another poor throw for Chambers. And the Spartans will have to settle for a field goal. All right, to begin the second half, it is 13-7 Spartans. Yeah, he's definitely having another one of those moments, Hetav. Got to go to the chamber until he learns how to throw the big gosh darn ball. Wide open. Caught by Wilson. There it is. Gain of about 5. Wilson with the catch. Now we got a timeout on the field for the Spartans. We got an injury. Now let's see how we do on this China and go. Wilson will be out of this play. See what we got for the wide receivers as Wilson looks to bring protection. There it is. The throw is caught. But he's short of it. Griffin with the comment, I see the Purple Panther coming out of this. Wilson channeling that inner hometown energy as he looks for the first down, and he can't get it. Why did they not put us in the single back formation? They're looking for the rush, okay? We're like 3 yards back than we normally would be. Why don't just go to the single back? It doesn't even give me the option of selecting the single back. All right, back to business. Spartans defense continues to do a superb job. They've held FCSC scoreless since giving up that opening touchdown. Now here is Chambers. Chambers looking. Nothing there. And he's going to get sacked. That's not good. Let's see, HB angle. Looks like they're crowding that right side. This might be open right here. Come on, Chambers, you got to make a good throw. Here it is. It's caught! Jackson Wilson with the diving stab between 2 defenders. How did he do that? Look at this. Insane catch for Wilson. A gain of 15 yards. And an even better throw by Chambers. Wow. 3rd down and inches. Again, we're going to the shotgun. Can we get the first down this time? No, we cannot. Because again, it's a terrible play call by coach. Going into the shotgun formation. You know the pressure is coming. Game continues to move. Spartans get a touchdown, and that's it. San Jose State starts the season out with a 19-7 win against FCS East. Jackson Wilson in his debut as a starting running back has 80 rushing yards on 14 attempts, a touchdown, an A grade, and he also had 69 receiving yards. Shout out to Charlie for tuning in as well, Griffin. Tuned in just in time to see a Spartan victory here in the season opener, a final of 19-7. Look at our player statistics. Chambers with a decent performance, 20 of 29. There's Jackson Wilson with 80 yards on 14 carries, a touchdown, averaging 6 yards per carry. And also on the receiving side, Wilson was effective with 13 catches, about 5 yards a carry or a catch, 69 yards. So Wilson in total, in his starting debut, had 149 yards of offense. That's pretty good. Griffin thinks that my guy's a modern-day Marshall Faulk. What do y'all think about that? Great performance by Wilson. Coach is already happy, but it's time to go to rehab. And get some studies in as well. Let's get ready for the next week. We got a road contest coming up against Cal. See, our brand new coach. He's only been with us for 1 week, but he's already appreciated our hard work and dedication. Been doing everything right, and we're setting an excellent example for other players. That's the goal, after all. Yeah, we'll ride home with the teammate. All right. Let's get some ice on my body as we recover for the next game. Academics, we got an exam in 6 weeks. We'll make sure to do that next time. I want to make sure my health is high enough. I also have 2 skill points to spend. So let's go to that. Can always upgrade my route running, because I'm going to definitely need to do a lot of passing plays to make our offense less predictable. All right, let's head over to practice. Get ready for our first test, our first real test. I mean, no disrespect to FCS, but that's a game that we should win all 10 times or 100 times. So Wilson looking to stay loose here in practice. Continue to work his speed. Blocking wasn't too good on that one, though. Come on. Hit the end zone, hit the end zone. Ah, I got shoved out of bounds. This should be an automatic touchdown. I want to thank you guys again for watching. This is Jackson Wilson with Ladder Blight Gaming. Griffin, appreciate you tuning in. Heatab, you as well. Hey, Griffin, while I got a chance to talk to you right now. I'm definitely down to play NBA 2K later. Once I get done with this stream. I'm not sure how much longer that's going to be, but I'll definitely hit you up. Okay, I don't know what that was either. It's like the blocker didn't even want to block. I lost all the progress I gained from the touchdowns because of that short gain. I'm still going to get the gold ranking, no matter. Nice. Look at that pitch right there. All right, mission accomplished. Had a solid practice. Had a great week of rehab. Now we're ready to play some more ball. Oh, Griffin, I'm not going to sleep tonight, bro. For those of you that hadn't seen, North Carolina with the buzzer beater win over Duke. An upset. They were down by 13. They were losing the whole game. They only led for half a second. But they led when it mattered. Let that be an example of what grit and determination can do for a team. North Carolina with that never say die mentality, and they stunned the Duke Blue Devils. It tastes so good. All right. San Jose State trying to make it back-to-back wins as they take on the Cal Golden Bears in Berkeley. If we want to prove ourselves as a winning football team this year, we're going to have to prove that we can contend in games like this. I know Cal's not a ranked team, but they're still going to be one of the toughest squads on our schedule with the way the docket is looking. Golden Bears prepare to make their entrance to this sea of, well, gold. And here we go. Week 2 of the 2028 season. Jackson Wilson's sophomore year here at San Jose State. Coming off a successful 100-plus yard outing in the season opener against FCS East, which was won by the Spartans 19-7. Now they're looking to pull an upset here on the road in Berkeley. The Golden Bears get on the board first, but that's what FCS East did to us as well. So can the Spartans have that same never say die mentality? Here's Chambers. First play from scrimmage. He's got Wilson wide open, but the pass was batted down, incomplete. Second and 10. Snap to Chambers. Chambers to throw it. It is caught for a gain of about 4. Now we'll see if we can come up big here on Curl, Ohio. Again, the snap goes to Chambers. Chambers is going to throw it, and it is incomplete. 4th down and 6. Golden Bears with another touchdown to go up 14-0. Let's go with the PA wheel again. This was open last time. Let's see if it's open again. Wilson in motion. Snap to Chambers. It's not there. Chambers throwing, and it is incomplete. All right, let's go to the run. On 2nd and 10, California leading 14-0. They go with Wilson. Wilson through the middle. Wilson still going, still on his feet, and he gets out of bounds. 15-yard carry for Wilson to keep the drive going. Wilson showing off his swiftness right there. He's now over 100 rushing yards for the season. Now Wilson acts as a wide receiver on the fake handoff. The throw is going to be caught on the left side. That's going to be a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 for the Spartans at midfield. Here is Chambers. The snap. Wilson wide open, but a low throw. Another terrible throw from Chambers. And now let's see if we can get something here on 3rd and 6. Chambers in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking for Wilson on the sideline. Hauled in for the 1st down. Wilson twisting his body, showing off his moves. And again, extending the stride for the Spartans. Take another look at the concentration. Getting both feet in bounds. Spartans looking to keep this drive going and get in the end zone. Hand off to Wilson. Wilson looking for an opening, but he's brought down from behind. 2nd down and 11. Snap to Chambers. Chambers looking for Wilson, batted down. The pressure was definitely coming. He had to get rid of it quick. But nowhere to go there, so it's 3rd down and 11. Snap to Chambers. He calls charcoal. He fumbles the ball, but a flag comes in. Pass interference on the offense. Wow, that drive ended a disaster. So the Spartans come up with nothing once again. And Cal's going to look to build on what is already a commanding 14-0 lead. This time the Spartans get a defensive stop. Now they're looking to get hot here. Get on the board before halftime. They set up a Wilson screen. Wilson down the side. Gains about 4. 2nd and 6. Wilson now with 12 receiving yards. He also got 14 yards on 2 rushes. There's another rush by Wilson. Hard cut through the middle. Wilson toward the Cal logo at midfield. 1st down. San Jose. And now to begin the 2nd quarter. Chambers in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's Wilson on the handoff. Spinning, but he can't stay upright. Yeah, they definitely need to call charcoal. Oh my goodness, why did I keep falling down there? The pass is complete, but now it's 3rd down and 14. There's nowhere else to go, just dump it down. Just dump it right here. Here comes Wilson. 1 block, 2 blocks. Up the middle, it's a gain of 4 on the reception, but not enough for the first. But they're going to keep the offense on the field. What a comeback this would be for the Spartans. They had 3rd and very, very long. Wilson got them in position. Now, can he do it again? He does! Wilson for the 1st down! Getav calls for charcoal, and Wilson delivers right on cue. From 2nd and 15 to a first down. A gain of 25 on a series of 2 catches for Wilson, keeping this drive alive. Now on a PA boot. Hold on. Hot route here. I want to go this way. Quick throw again. Oh, we got hit. Incomplete. That's okay. 2nd and 10. Wilson leading the Spartans into field goal range. See what Chambers has got right here. Pressure's coming. The throw incomplete. He got rid of it just in time. I'd rather him throw an incomplete pass there than have a sack. Yeah, they're definitely feeling that pressure now. Here is Chambers. Off the rush. Another bad throw because he got hit. So Wilson was open a couple of times, but they could never get him the football because of the stout defensive pressure. But the Spartans do get the field goal, thanks in large part to that big series of catches by Wilson. And now we still got a hill to climb, but we do have the ball back in field goal range. Looking for the end zone. Here's a handoff. But there's no blocking to be found, and Wilson's going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Shotgun formation, Chambers. Takes the snap. It's Wilson. Wide open. Makes the catch. Wilson gains about 7 there. And now on 3rd down and 4. Let's go with the inside zone split. Spartans once again are smelling some points. On 3rd and 4, here's Wilson. Up the middle, and he can't get anything. So following that stop, wow, coach wants to keep us on the field again. Coach says forget the field goal. We're going for the first down. Chambers. And who do they go to? Jackson Wilson, but no. Not enough blocking. Was able to make one man miss. But there just hasn't been good protection this game. However, Wilson still has positive yardage. Should have kicked the field goal, to be honest. I don't know what coach was thinking. But hey, it's nice to see he's got confidence in me. Even though we didn't quite get it that time. Here we go. Chambers. Quick throw to the outside. Wilson wants it. He's got it. A gain of 7. Good throw by Chambers. He originally didn't want to throw it there, but Wilson kept calling for it. It was wide open. And now on 2nd and 3. Chambers goes for the handoff. But again, we cannot block. The Golden Bears are completely overwhelming this defensive line for San Jose State. Now on 3rd and 5. The throw. It is caught, but short of the first down. 4th and 1. Spartans again come up short on offense. Defense gets another big stop. And now we start off from midfield. So far for Wilson, he's got a total of 74 yards. Snap to Chambers. Chambers looking to throw. Wilson wide open. First down, Spartans. Wilson again doing his part in terms of getting the Spartans into scoring range. Now to the flanker dig. Will this be open on the outside? The answer is yes. Wilson again. Great blocking. Wilson to the sideline. Another first down. 10 catches for 80 yards. For Jackson Wilson, the clock keeps moving, but so do the Spartans' offense. So far, Wilson's been eaten on this series. He's open again, but it's way offline, incomplete. Second down and 10. The Bears are obviously looking for rush. We're going to keep going to the pass. The throw again, he's got Wilson. Wilson across the middle. He'll gain about 5 there. Wilson putting his body on the line for his team every single week, whether it's the running back position or the wide receiver. 3rd down and 5 coming up. I'll tell you what, let's call timeout. I actually didn't want to do that play. It was Wilson who took that timeout. We'll do this play instead. Let's go with the HB angle. On 3rd down and 5. Chambers in the shotgun with a running back to each side. Takes the snap. Pressure's coming. Wilson open for the touchdown! Jackson Wilson waved off the coach's call. He called timeout, drew up something else, and they get a touchdown out of it. Wilson with a touchdown in each of his first 2 games as a sophomore. 1 on the ground and now 1 through the air. We got a ball game, folks. Cal went up 14, but the charcoal is activated. 10 unanswered points from the Spartans. And we get the ball back again. Shout out to the defense, man. They're definitely making plays. The first quarter, that definitely wasn't the case. We're definitely doing better. Pressure's coming. The throw to the left side when Wilson's teammates deliver. 2nd and 2. 1:34 remaining here in the first half. Let's see. What are we going to do with that? Let's go with the slip screen. 1st and 10. Spartans with 10 unanswered points. They're trying to get back in field goal range at least. They dump this off to Wilson. Blockers in front of him. Wilson with a gain of 4. Keep the line moving, guys. We just need points. Even if it's just a field goal, we'll definitely take it in this spot. Wilson's going to be acting as a blocker on this one. Trying to provide his extra quarterback time, but he's still got sacked. I was able to make contact with that lineman to buy him that extra second. I obviously wasn't going to stop him. But either way, it's 3rd down and 15. If it's not there, check it down. Check it down right here. And it's intercepted. Well, I mean, I don't think it even really mattered because we're probably going to have to punt it there regardless. It's 3rd and 15. Chances of Chambers getting a first down there is not very likely. So hopefully the defense can hold them. But I do love the fight that we've shown here tonight. Even though we're losing. Well, what do you know? Cal gets a touchdown in 20 seconds. Go figure. I was just giving the team some praise and they lay an egg like that. Chambers with the fake handoff. Got nowhere to go, so he'll throw it to the left side. It's complete. First down for San Jose. Keep battling, boys. Keep battling. Hand off to Wilson. Wilson gains about 1 or 2 there. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Now to the vertical tight end cross. The snap. Pressure coming. Wilson with good protection. And it's caught for the first down. Wilson playing in front of his quarterback, giving him that extra time to throw. And now on 1st and 10. Wilson's going to act as a fake decoy on the jet pass. The snap. But it goes nowhere. A loss of 12 on the play. Now let's see where we end up on this PA wheel. Snap to Chambers. Chambers has got Wilson. Batted in the air, and it's somehow caught. Wow, Wilson was the intended receiver, but again, batted at the line of scrimmage. However, it conveniently landed in the hands of one of Wilson's teammates. Now on 3rd down and 10. Here's Chambers. Pressure coming. Wilson's got another first down. Wilson continuing to do some damage through the air. He's got 113 receiving yards. Farrelly goes down with the injury. Let's do that play again. It's been working for us, especially with Cal sending the pressure. Here we go. Wilson in motion. The snap. Wilson wide open again. A gain of 6. Wilson slides down just for good measure. 2nd and 6. Back to the PA wheel. They're stopping the run, but they're not having as much luck on the pass. Wilson bunched up. I didn't even call for that one. That should have been a pass interference. What do y'all think? He was literally holding me in place. All right, 3rd and 4. Looking for a big completion right here. It's caught, and it's going to be 4th and inches. Now, do we keep the offense on the field, or do we go for it? That's the question. The answer is we kick the field goal. We play it smart, but unfortunately, Cal is scoring touchdowns. And it's not looking good for us. We trail this game 28-13. Wilson in motion. There's the snap. Quick cut. Wilson with the catch. Another positive gain. 9 yards on the gain. Hey, if they're playing to stop the run, let's keep catching that thing. 2nd and 1. Wilson again open, and it's caught. 1st down. Yeah, we need a big play right here, or something, to keep this game going. Because it ain't looking so good for us, even though we got a 1/4 left to play. Snap to Chambers. Wilson over the middle. It's caught again. 7 yards on the completion to Wilson. It ain't broke, don't fix it. Go back to the air. This time Wilson down the side. Batted away, and it's intercepted. How do you get intercepted that close? Wide open. And Chambers again sells us. Hey, David, it's nice to see you, man. I'm doing great. My team, not so much. We're losing 28-13, but we did win our previous game, so it's not a lost cause. And we weren't even expected to win this particular game. But look at this embarrassment. Look at this line. Oh, my goodness. Have you ever seen that before? He gets hit, throws it off somebody's helmet, and it gets deflected and intercepted. It's insane. Sometimes I can't stand this team, man. All right, let's go with the counter. As you can see, Wilson has been balling. 135 receiving yards and a touchdown. This team's down 28-13. Here's a counter play up the middle. Wilson barely, almost breaks free. He had one more man to beat. Again, the blocking is still very, very poor for the Spartans. They get a touchdown. And it looks like that's going to be it for me. We're pretty much out of this game, so they're going to rest me up. Well, valiant effort. I'll give us that. The execution could have been way better. Cal gets the win, 41-20. Hands us our first loss of the year. We dropped the 1-1. But as you can see, another A grade for yours truly. Gaining that XP, Coach Trust, followers. Didn't have much action on the run, but I did have 135 receiving yards. My goal is to be effective in at least one of those areas every single game. Against FCS East, it was balanced. Today, it was about the catches. And one of them resulted in the touchdown for the second consecutive week. Jackson Wilson found himself in the end zone. Shake it off. Get the next one. Coach remains very pleased. Let's go back in for a minor rehab session and study for our exams a little bit. Ooh, got extra plays increased. We're definitely going to need that, especially when I don't agree with the coach's call. Look at this. Jackson Wilson has set the San Jose State single-game receptions record. He broke the receptions for a single season, and now he's done it in a single game. And he ended up getting 135 yards and a touchdown on top of it. Despite the losing effort, we got a moral victory right here. Especially playing on Heisman difficulty, which is not for the faint of heart. Got 2 more skill points, so let's upgrade that route running some more. No, we can't. But we can up my IQ. All right, I continue to rise. I got a 70 overall. Continuing to balance my player out. Got 87 quickness, 81 elusiveness, 75 hands, 72 power, 73 route running. IQ now up to 71. Oh my goodness. We're the Mountain West Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Accolades continuing to rack up. They're definitely putting respect on our name. Now let's take a look at our upcoming schedule. We're going to play this next game against Toledo. And then I will see you guys in the next episode where we depart for a road trip to Fresno State and Nevada. And we'll also take on Wyoming heading into our bye. Something for you guys to look forward to. But now, let's take on the Rockets. Or prepare for the Rockets, I should say. Preparation always comes first. Let's get some studying in. Make sure I attend my rehab. All right, it's practice time. Welcome to the new viewers here at Atlanta Overlight Gaming. This is Jackson Wilson bringing you College Football 26, Road to Glory on Heisman difficulty. Got our next game against Toledo coming up here in just a few moments. First things first, let's stay sharp during practice. Your boy's a redshirt freshman, now a sophomore here at San Jose State. Had 2 solid games to begin the year. We defeated FCS East. Didn't quite knock off Cal, but I broke the single-game receptions record for the San Jose State school. So I guess you could call that a moral victory, even though the team result's what I care about the most. Like, as long as we win the game, I could care less what I put up. I mean, I kind of do have to care what I put up because I'm also looking to go to the NFL. But I want to be a team guy. That's how I've always been. I want to put the team first before self. And that's been my role ever since I started playing football with this guy. I came in as a high school underdog, only the 2 stars next to his name. But that's okay. I had to earn my way onto the field. At North Carolina, I didn't get much playing time, but I excelled in practice. I excelled in the classroom. Showed that college is much more about just being an athlete, about being a student athlete, being academically sound. That's why I try to balance my academics with my athleticism every single week. Wilson going for another gold medal here in practice. He's been so reliable when it comes to this drill. Making coach pleased week after week. Oh, there was no blocking on that one. Come on, give me a block. Nope. Dang, the blocker's just taking the day off. He's like, well, he's got his gold ranking. I'll stop playing now. It's pretty simple to get a gold ranking on this drill. It's definitely the easiest in the game. That's why I keep spamming it, because it's a great way to get XP points and boost your morale, both as a team and making impression toward the coach. All right, time for what you guys have been waiting for. More gameplay. Toledo and San Jose State on the home gridiron. San Jose State coming off a loss against Cal. They're 1-1 in the season. Can the Spartans dismantle the Rockets? Find out on the next game here on Ladder of Light Gaming, hosted by Action Jackson Wilson. Again, according to the overalls, in terms of ratings, we're the underdog again in this game. But Jackson Wilson has proven why they got to stop calling him an underdog. The first 2 weeks, he's had over 100 yards, whether it's been receiving or running. He's willing to do whatever the team needs, especially when the game is on the line and big plays are needed. Wilson made a lot of big plays to keep drives alive against Cal. But the Golden Bears proved way too much for the Spartans to handle on that particular day. We get a look at the Toledo Rockets and their entrance. They're coming in from the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, making that travel to the West Coast, California, to take on the Spartans. Let's see if we can hit them with that jet lag. We'll start out with a PA wheel with Wilson. Snap to Chambers. Wilson is open, and it is caught, but no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Chambers has been showing a lot of improvement at the quarterback position, but it definitely hasn't been perfect. However, on this play to Wilson, he's been spot on. Wilson wide open over the middle, gets the first down for the Spartans. Now let's draw up a smash play. Snap to Chambers. Oh, he called charcoal. He called charcoal, and it's batted away. Incomplete. Chambers in the shotgun. This is going to be a handoff to Wilson. Wilson trying to break free up the middle. Can't quite do it. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Slip screen. This is risky, but I'm confident in our blockers. Here we go. Wilson with the catch. Looking for the first. He's got it. Jackson Wilson clutches up again on that reception. If you shut him down on the rush, he'll do it with his hands. 20 receiving yards for Wilson. Snap to Chambers. Here's Wilson to the sideline. Incomplete. And now we got an injured Spartan on the play. Pierre Weil down in a heap, holding his right pectoral. That could not have felt good, especially for him. 2nd and 10. They're going with another screen with the pressure coming. Great patience by Wilson to make one man miss. But they sent an extra man. That was a smart move by the Rockets. Now let's try the PA wheel. Hold on, hot route. Let me head this way. Chambers has got Wilson open. First down. See what I did there, guys? I audibled out of the original play. I knew that was going to work. Great job, Chambers, and great protection to give him enough time. A first down for Jackson Wilson into Rockets territory. Ball at the 32-yard line. Here's another handoff to Wilson, looking for the outside. Wilson with a positive gain of 6. Let's run that again. 2nd down and 4. Chambers back to Wilson again. Wilson up the middle. And he'll gain about 1. 3rd and 3. Now Weil is down again. Slip screen. Great play to use on 3rd and short. See what we got for him here. Wilson, wide open. First down and more. To the sideline. That's like the fourth third down catch for Jackson Wilson on this opening drive for the Spartans. Oh, the HB counter. If the blocking is there, this could be trouble right here. Here comes Wilson, but there is nobody there to stop the middle. Come on, guys. We got to watch that middle. I probably would have had a touchdown off that counter if I had enough protection. 2nd and 4. Wilson over the middle. It is caught. We got about half those yards back. 3rd down and 8. Spartans get a field goal, and they get the ball back. Another great game in progress for Wilson. 48 receiving yards. He's got 5 rushes on 4 attempts. Screen play. Caught by Wilson. Wilson is out of bounds after gaining 6 yards. All right, let's go over the middle. Come on, guys. We got them right where we want them. Keep it up. Here we go. Hard cut. Wilson, first down. Come on, Chambers. It's me and you. Let's build that chemistry. HB Power. Chambers hands it off to Wilson. Pressure coming. Wilson makes one man miss. Gets up the middle for 5 yards. Now Chambers. Again, he's got Wilson. Incomplete. I don't know why Chambers is getting upset right there. Had the wide open pass and he just didn't pan out for him. They put Wilson in motion on the outside. Right here, Chambers, right here. First down. See, it's not rocket science. Don't try to go do too much. Just do a quick stutter stop, call for it, and hope the quarterback hits you. And Chambers did just that. See, they were playing me deep. All I had to do was stop, wait for the throw, and there it was. The strong first half continues for Jackson Wilson, especially through the air. Got 67 receiving yards to go along with 10 rushing yards. Now Wilson on the ground. He's got daylight! And he almost got in the end zone. He was 1 yard short. He's now got 29 rushing tallies. And the Spartans are going to try to take a commanding lead early. And you know what? They're going to be looking for the run. So we're going to go with the screen. With good blocking, this should be a touchdown. Snap to Chambers. They put Wilson in motion. Here is Chambers. The throw to Wilson. It is caught. And now they say incomplete. Hey, I like the play call, though. Hey, let's do it again. They're going to be looking for the run. Again, Wilson in motion. Snap. Wilson, open. Touchdown. Or not. I wasn't in? Are you kidding me? I'm in the end zone. Challenge this. Challenge it. Oh, I can't even challenge it. Hold on. Look at this. There I am, number 1. Watch. I stop. Look. Boom. Both feet in the end zone. Ball breaks the plane of the goal line. That is a touchdown. Y'all, look at this. The play worked perfectly. Watch. Caught right there. Boom. Secure. 1 foot in, and the ball is over. Oh, wait a minute. I dropped it. That's why it wasn't a touchdown. Oh, okay, so that was my fault. It wasn't the refs. Okay, completely disregard that. All right, 3rd and goal. I still don't like that we're in shotgun formation here. But we're going to go with the inside zone split right here. Come on, we need blockers right here. Wilson looking for the end zone. Here he comes. He's got it! And fittingly, it was on 3rd down. On a drive where Wilson extended the play on like 4 third downs. He gets in the end zone for a 3rd consecutive week. Hetab, if you're still watching, the charcoal is revived. Spartans looking to go back above 500, especially with a tough road trip coming up to Fresno State and Nevada. So the Rockets fail to score, and now the Spartans have the ball back. What a game so far for Wilson. It's only the first quarter, and he's got 67 receiving yards and 30 rushing yards. Again, looking for blocks. Getting blocks for a moment. Able to get 2 on that gain. It's 2nd and 8 for the Spartans. Chambers under center. Wilson in motion. The snap. Good throw. Caught by Wilson, but there's no blockers. You know what? Do that again. Do that again. This time on the left side. Snap to Chambers. Need blockers up front. There it is. 1st down, Wilson, and he gets out of bounds. Come on, guys. Fire me up in the comments section. This has been a first quarter to remember for Wilson. 78 receiving yards, 32 rushing yards. Now the handoff to Chambers. Can we protect the middle? Again, if we just protect the middle, there's nobody there on that left side. Unbelievable. All right, 2nd and 13. Let's go to our bread and butter here, Chambers. Wilson is hot, and it stays that way. He makes the catch for a gain of 6. Slides down to avoid that contact. You know what? I'm going to put my route right here. This should work. Put me in motion here. Wilson looking to shake his man. He does. Wide open for the 1st down. They're going to have to play me tighter than that, buddy. 100 receiving yards for Jackson Wilson, and it's only the first quarter. Perfect throw by Chambers over the middle. Again, Wilson, who signed up as a running back, proves that he's got more than one way to beat you. Here's the fake. Another wide open pass, but that's incomplete. Chambers sticking with the hot hand. Wilson. Now we're going to try the screen again. Spartans up 10-0, looking to expand on this advantage. The throw to Wilson, complete. Wilson still running, out of bounds. 113 yards for Jackson Wilson on 15 catches here today. It has been a performance to remember, and the Spartans are in complete command of the Toledo Rockets, leading 10-0. Wilson already up to an A-plus teammate grade on Heisman difficulty, 113 receiving yards. That's all of our team's rushing yards, as a matter of fact. And now we'll see what's next. With a fresh set of downs from the 12, we're going to go back to the run. Here's Chambers. Handing it off to Wilson. Wilson up the middle. 1st down. 2 yards short of the end zone. Jackson Wilson making like a bulldog. Hungry for that piece of meat. He can smell it. The piece of meat is the end zone. He's getting closer and closer every play. 1st and goal. Wilson making like a bloodhound. trying to get in the end zone. Let's go with this hot route right here. We'll go with the slant. Here we go. Chambers to throw it. Incomplete. All right, let's go up the middle. 2nd and goal. Wilson, who's already gotten in the end zone today, has gotten in twice. 2 touchdowns for Wilson today against Toledo. Spartans pouring it on in front of the hometown crowd. Charcoal being stoked. Now we got a bonfire. Wilson with a pair of touchdowns, over 100 receiving yards, and he has been a fan favorite here today. All right, Toledo gets on the board. Now we need to have an answer. We got to protect this early cushion. Wilson has been busy here today as Chambers looks for the screen. It is incomplete. It's kind of good that I dropped that ball, because if I catch that, that's a loss of 5. All right, let's drop something else. Kekala Lambs, great to have you in here. Appreciate the love. See if we can keep this up. Wilson hard cut to the middle. It is caught. A gain of about 8. Wilson continues to expose him with this yak yardage, which means yards after catch. And now on 3rd and 2. We're going to drop a screenplay. Wilson's been clutch on 3rd downs all day long, and it continues. We're calling the perfect plays. We're nowhere to be found right there. Jackson Wilson continuing to feast like no other. 128 receiving yards, 42 rushing yards. Chambers hands it to Wilson. Wilson up the middle. That's a positive gain. A gain of 4. All right, Wilson gets a little break. Toledo gets another touchdown. Now they take the lead. And we got the win. Coach tried to do the same thing he did in the freaking Hawaii Bowl or whatever that was. Didn't play me the entire second half. Again, that does not make any sense to me. But thankfully, we were able to put up statistics that would have been impressive even with a 4-quarter game. You talk about making the most of your minutes. My heavens. The Spartans hold off the Rockets, a final of 31-23. Wilson did his thing in the first half. The backup comes in for the second half. And, well, I wouldn't say he did his thing, but he did enough to help the Spartans hang on. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these coaches, man, but, you know, we have no control over it. We just got to keep working with what we've got to work with. Another successful outing for yours truly. We got 10. I wish it was 10. 2 touchdowns. That would have been a record. 10 touchdowns. 46 rushing yards on 12 carries. And 128 receiving yards. So Jackson Wilson flirting with a 200-yard performance. 174 yards total. And an A+ grade. And most importantly, we're walking out of here with a dub. 31-23 is your final. Spartans will take a winning record on the road to Fresno State, which we will cover in the next episode here on Ladder of Light Gaming. College football 26, road to glory, Heisman difficulty. Yeah, I suppose 10 touchdowns is possible if we play the whole game, but I don't know, that'd still be pretty tough. But look at this. Now we can perform audibles. What that means is we can change plays on the fly. So, you know, we're definitely going to need to do that. All right, before we bid adieu for today, let's upgrade our player if we can. Let's advance to the next week. All right, let's study a lot for that test. Got to keep my academics strong. For the second week in a row, the Mountain West Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Now we got a rivalry to get prepared for. After they beat us at our house last year, San Jose State's looking for some redemption against Fresno. Hope you guys will join me for that. This is Jackson Wilson with Ladder of Light Gaming. This has been another presentation of College Football 26, Road to Glory on Heisman difficulty. I bid you guys adieu. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you are new. And don't forget, Jesus Christ loves you. He's the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through Him. And if you don't have a relationship with Him, just call on your name. He desires for everybody to be saved. Those who call on His name and repent, turn from their sins and turn to Christ, will be saved. So, let's end this with one last upgrade. I don't think we could have finished any better. All right. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you on the next one.